Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you all click on this video, take your precious time out, helping me reach 500 subscribers. There's just so much we need to be grateful for in this life, and I'm entirely and eternally grateful to all of you for helping me post all the contents that I do and support the channel. This is the second review for the day. I was feeling a little more energetic today, plus I'm dressed for the occasion, and the perfume that we're going to be discussing today is Overture Man by the house of Amouage. It was released initially in 2019 and was a Harrods exclusive. Needless to say, Harrods is one of the most luxurious boutiques where you can indulge in luxury. The nose behind this fragrance is Karine Winchon-Spenner, who has also created Fate Man, and I will discuss this further in the video as to why we have mentioned Fate Man. Notes publicly listed. The top notes are cognac, hot notes are myrrh, and base notes of sandalwood. But as we all know, Amouage is a house known for its complex, luxurious, opulent, multifaceted fragrances. Not enough adjectives to describe the house of Amouage. But so the note breakdown that they publicly listed tells me that there is yet more to explore with this fragrance. There are a few notes that we will be discussing, inshallah, that come through to me and speak to me. So today we'll speak from the heart for the first few minutes before we actually get into the actual notes breakdown for this winner. Spoiler alert, it is a winner. It is a must-have in your collection. You must own Overture Man from the house of Amouage. The box is again different to the newer presentations I just showed you for the review of Boundless. I love the bottle. Okay, we might as well get into the bottle and the kind of presentation that it comes in. So you have this black textured box with a few details behind. It has the Emperor's seal and the name of the perfume, Overture Man. It opens how does it open? Yeah, okay, so it opens more like a book, and so you flip it over, and that's where the perfume bottle is housed. It's a beautiful black velvet kind of thing with a black outer box. That's the bottle for the fragrance. It's a frosted glass with a bronze effect. Emperor seal says the name of the perfume. The cap, as always, magnetic, and you cannot put it on the other way. It won't fit until you kind of get it aligned, the jewel in front of the bottle. And that kind of tells you, I mean, you could differentiate between the fake Amouage that are widely available in maybe the retailers or the stores. It's one way that you can tell a fake away from the original. The cap just won't fit if you try to put it any other way, but with it twists itself like to position. It's kind of beautiful. Yeah, I love the bottle. I love the detailing on the bottle. Let me see what I've got done. What's also different is Overture Man gets a frosted glass with a bronze detailing to the Emperor seal. The color of the juice screams boozy amber. Do not buy at full retail where possible, as lots of do buy at full retail where possible, as lots of fakes in the grey market. Actual fragrances sell at 1,345. It's a pricey proposition, as Amouage says in the infamous closing statement for the house of Amouage. It says pricey at first and priceless thereafter. It's expensive at first and priceless thereafter. So yes, it's true. You have the same perfume below 600, and that tells you, I mean, if it's too good to be true, I don't think it is. This is not for the entry level younger generation people who like blue fragrances, but more for the mature individuals. Even those who are below 30, who have made it and have been through life, have matured, I'm definitely sure this would suit the stature and the personality for the more mature individual. And older demographics, fragrance connoisseurs and aficionados. Definitely winter, fall and cooler autumn nights, perhaps. Definitely a screamer. A little goes a long way. Few sprays. For me, a few sprays would be 6 to 8, and up to 16. I'll always say this, though I'm an oversprayer, try not to carry my fragrance. Okay, so earlier I used to spray say 6 to 8, 12, even 16, and then I carry my fragrances around wherever I traveled. The heat in the car, United Arab Emirates is known for its heat in the summers. The tops would eventually go off. The perfume you would eventually end up hurting the fragrance. We always do say, even if you want to keep your perfumes away, store them in a cool, dry environment where they're not exposed to moisture, heat, humidity, etc. And that's true. So that's a lesson learned the hard way. I don't know if I discussed this, but I had a 250 ml bottle of Spice and Wood and 100 ml for Royal Oud, and I used to rock them all over UAE, and sooner than later the tops turned over and the fragrance was destroyed, unfortunately. So I classify this one as a woody, spicy, leather, musky, animalic like perfume. Smells like authentic deer musk. It does. It's very musky throughout the entire journey. I'm sure Amouage is not using the real stuff, but I've created an accord that's pretty dang close. If anything, it is pretty dang close. So the top notes here are grapefruit, cardamom, cumin, ginger, nutmeg, saffron, cognac. The only one listed publicly is cognac, but there's a lot more going on, as we mentioned before. The mid notes are cinnamon, mastic resin, benzoin, cistus labdanum, patchouli, geranium, myrrh. Base notes of sandalwood, smoky leather, animalic notes, and incense. It's just such a great feel when even a perfume on a test strip can do what Boundless is doing for me right now. My whole entire room is kind of filled with Boundless. Let's get back to Overture though. So as I was mentioning, we will discuss the notes for the perfume in the style that the channel is in. A few of the notes that we discussed a lot of times that I'm sure about, I will update you on the notes, but I will not per se discuss the entirety of what the nuances would be. For that, I would request you to go back to any of my videos that I posted in the past, and you should get the details on certain notes. So we'll start with the top notes, which is grapefruit. I don't think I've covered grapefruit before. So here is a breakdown on grapefruit. Grapefruit in perfumes is known to evoke a sense of energy, positivity, and refreshment, making it a popular choice for daytime and summer fragrances. There are two types of grapefruit notes used in perfumery, the sweet and the fruity pink grapefruit, and the slightly bitter and more astringent white grapefruit. You have cardamom, which we have discussed many times before on my channel. So I will not get into the details. As mentioned, please view a few of the older videos for the notes breakdown on cardamom. Cumin is also covered earlier, but I would like to cover it again here because this perfume does have these animalic notes and nuances further accentuated by the note of cumin. And animalic musky notes are my thing, my forte. I love animalic perfumes. I love animalic notes, and when it's done to perfection, one must appreciate it and speak of it. So cumin, however, is a unique spice due to its animal-like note, which imparts sensual, strong and persistent aroma to fragrance compositions. While the odor can sometimes resemble sweat, BO, body odor, animal notes in perfumery are highly useful for their capacity to fix other components and enhance their scents. Ginger we'll browse through rather quickly, as my early review in the day I've discussed the ginger CO2 extract in Boundless, which is slightly different than the regular ginger note. Ginger scent profile is typically described as warm and spicy with a hint of sweetness. Its fresh citrusy top note subtly evolves into a woody and slightly musky base note. So the musk again comes here, introducing pleasant warmth and depth to the fragrance. I do like my warmer fragrances. Nutmeg, light, fresh, warm, spicy and aromatic odor. A distinctly tarpany top note and a rich, sweet, spicy, warm body note. The undertone and dry out is somewhat woody but remains warm and sweet in good oils. And this is basically the oils that Amouage uses. I'd say good oils are like an understatement. They use the best quality raw materials, bar none. Cognac. Cognac perfume note has a deep amber color, as you can see. It's definitely deep. It's definitely amber, the color of the juice, which I love. So deep amber color and complex aroma profile, combining elements of dried fruits, spices, wood and sweetness. We also have saffron in the top notes, which is earlier discussed in this channel. That can also extend the life of leather compositions. Mid notes here are cinnamon. I believe we have discussed this before, but just for the benefit of doubt, I will get into the details for cinnamon. As the oldest known spice, cinnamon evokes dreams of warm, exotic regions, conjuring images of beauty, femininity, and allure. I'm sorry, my cold still hasn't. I'm sorry for that. Perfume creators have recognized this appeal and continue to incorporate cinnamon in their fragrances. With its warm notes, cinnamon adds sensuality, indulgence, and character to scents. Definitely. Mastic resin, while it is a resin and does have a soft woody quality to its scent, it's a pretty unique resin due to its distinctive and austere citrus spice smell that tends toward an herbaceous quality rather than strong woody notes that resins frequently give off. Benzoin, primarily used in oriental amber or gourmand perfumes, benzoin imparts roundness, warmth and sensual vanilla notes. It is also an excellent fixative. Prime example of a perfume showcasing benzoin is Guerlain's Shalimar. We have touched on this before. I am not going to get into the details. You can go watch the Boundless review in which we talk more about the note of benzoin. Cistus labdanum in perfumery. Labdanum imparts a warm incense scent, often evoking amber, caramel or balsamic aromas. It is a popular ingredient in essential oils and aromatherapy. As a base note in perfumes, labdanum adds an animalic touch and can be found in various olfactory families including Chypre, Orientals, aromatic and Hesperidia. Patchouli's fragrance is often described as earthy, woody and musky. Again the musky, again the animalics coming in. With a slight sweet, spicy and herbaceous undertone, the scent can be polarizing. Some people are drawn to its mysterious and enigmatic character, while others find it overpowering or reminiscent of damp soil. Geranium, we have earlier discussed in perfumes. Geranium is a popular note that imparts a fresh floral aroma with herbaceous and slightly fruity undertones. Its distinctive scent profile has made it a valuable ingredient in many fragrances, from traditional eau de cologne to modern fine fragrances. Myrrh oil is known for its rich, warm and slightly smoky aroma, which makes it an ideal base note in perfumes. It is a powerful fixative that can hold the structural integrity of a fragrance, locking in top and middle notes and giving perfumes a long-lasting sillage. Very true for Overture Man. We'll quickly get into the base notes. We have sandalwood, which I think we have discussed before. I will touch ever so slightly on sandalwood. Has a warm, woody and slightly sweet aroma that is highly prized in perfumery. Sandalwood is known for its long-lasting effect and its ability to anchor other fragrance notes. It is typically used as a base note, which means it is one of the last notes to be detected in a fragrance. Smoky leather. Historically, leather carried a smoky scent due to the tanning process involving burnt birch bark. Leather exudes notes of tart, tobacco, and sensuality, along with dry and distinctive tones. The leather olfactory family presents a candid and a typical fragrance. We have again discussed the note of leather as an animalic, where it started, how it started, the aristocrats in the 1800s, the tanneries being placed out of city limits because of the pungent, I don't want to mention the word, but it rather had a smell that was now very pleasing. Animalic notes, my favorite genre, powerful, sensual, and pervasive. Animal notes evoke, a difficult word for me to pronounce. Powerful, sensual, and pervasive. Animal notes evoke a beguilingly, beguilingly tenacious effect, and act as a sort of fixative, occupying a place of choice in fragrance compositions with their ability to add smoothness and enhance and enchanting depth. I will also touch base on deer musk because that's what I get from this perfume. Although it's not listed as a base note, animalic notes, I see it as a musky scent, and the deer musk, the nuance, the musky nuances last the entire fragrance. So let's quickly touch on deer musk. Musk substance obtained from the male musk deer and having a penetrating, persistent odor. It is used with the highest grades of perfume because its odor characteristics, ability to maintain in evidence for long periods of time, and ability to act as a fixative. Very true for this one as well. Incense, we've already discussed many a times before. Attire, dressed up, day, night, doesn't matter. Longevity, 10 plus hours, definitely. Projection and sillage, 8.5 out of 10. A high score. Let's get into the fragrance. Opens boozy, mashed with citrusy and spicy animalic-like nuances from the cumin and the musk accord we were talking about earlier that runs through the entire life of the fragrance. Also, saffron adds to the spicy facets and accentuates or gives off a kind of a leathery feel, if I may. We mentioned Fate Man, also created by Corinne Winchon-Spanner, and the reference I wanted to make is that she's actually mastered. She's mastered how to use the note of cumin and other spices to perfection, and is done so ever perfectly in this one. The proportions are the wow factor of this fragrance. The heart is rather floral and resinous. Myrrh is definitely the star note and has a spicy vanillic sweet touch that adds depth and a layer of complexity and aura to this fragrance. Very opulent and luxurious as with all other Amouage fragrances. Geranium also adds to the spicy facets and brings a slightly peppery, aromatic, floral nuance. Also, the mastic resin kicks in ever so slightly. The color of the juice truly speaks to the wearer and tells a boozy, resinous, floral heart with an ambery glow supported by patchouli, again used to perfection, as patchouli is a strong note and can dominate a fragrance if not dosed correctly. The base is definitely sandalwood. Light smoky nuances coming from the leather, and of course the part that gets the most exciting for me is the animalic like musk accord. Not sure. I can't say for sure. I don't have laboratory testings available to me. I'm not at that level. I hope someday I will be. But something tells me that there are slight touches of civet or something like Hyrax, Hyraceum, but very tolerable, not over the top at all. Your nose, maybe an osmic to a few nuances, notes, but for me the animalic musky runs through the entire fragrance, and it's very prominent for me. In conclusion, I'd like to say that this definitely is for the niche fragrance connoisseur, as with most of the other perfumes that I've reviewed so far, and probably not for someone newer into the designer space who likes blue fragrances. However, I would encourage you to try out the fragrance before passing any judgments. Composition, time of the day, your mood perhaps, what you've eaten, the weather outside. There are very many variables that can affect your decision making skills. Do try the fragrance, do give it a chance. Must have in your collection, I'd say. Till the next time, your host Karamullah Kadwani signing out. Thank you very much for supporting this channel, for staying till the end. See you the next time in another in-depth review of more legendary creations. Please do like, share, subscribe to support this channel, and hit the notifications bell so you get updated every time I upload a video. God bless, stay safe, amen, inshallah. And I shall show you the sprayer as with all other Amouage fragrances, and as a thing to the channel, I would like to show you the spray for this one as well. As with all Amouage fragrances, a little goes a long way, and the sprayers are in no means weak, but the oil concentrations on Amouage are next to none. It's in the air. I do not need to put this on the nose. But I love the scent profile for Overture, man. Until the next time, see you soon, inshallah. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for letting me reach the 500 subscribers. I hope to get to 1,000 soon. And so we will be doing a whole top 10 kind of a house overview for the house of Amouage. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. See you soon, inshallah, in the next upcoming video.